This might be the best story I've ever read in my life.
Wow.
It takes place in Missouri. Not that story. So in order to teach their kids a lesson for being too friendly to strangers, one Missouri family staged a kidnapping.
What?
A 4-hour ordeal. Let's just go through all the facts, shall we?
Oh,
according to the story, authorities said the boy's mother, 25-year-old Elizabeth Hupp, along with his 38-year-old aunt Denise Kroutil, and grandmother, 58-year-old Rose Brewer, kept in touch via cell phone during the 4-hour incident. They also allegedly enlisted Kroutil's co-worker, 23-year-old Nathan Firoved, to lure the boy into his truck after school on Monday. Once there, Firoved allegedly told the boy he would be, quote, nailed to the wall of a shed, and that he would never see his mother again. He then tied the boy's hands and feet with plastic bags and covered his head with a jacket. After making sure the boy could not see where he was going, Firoved allegedly led him to the basement of his own home, where Kroutil took the boy's pants off, warned him he could be sold into, quote, sex slavery, that is a thing, and scolded him for not resisting her. The victim remained in the basement for some time before he was unbound and told to go upstairs, where the victim's family lectured him about stranger danger. Later, the kid went to class, and wouldn't you know, the kid told his teacher what happened.
Smart kid.
Yeah, and then the family members told investigators that their primary intent was to educate the victim and felt they did nothing wrong. So this happened.
Yeah, so I feel that the most gratuitous part of the story was when they lectured him. After they had already threatened him after taking his pants off and being sold off into sex slavery, and they did all that, I think the message was delivered, right? I don't think that you needed a further lecture. Like, he's like, yeah, I got it. When I was tied up and my pants were off in the basement, I already got it, right? And look, I got kids now, and so when I see a story like this, I'm like, how do you do that to a 6-year-old? Jesus Christ, he must have been so scared. When he said, I'm going to nail you to the wall, and oh my God, the terror that kid must have been in. You knuckleheads, you idiots, what are you doing to your kids? God, 1% of this would have done the trick. Come into my van, hey, I got you. Now I'm going to take you to my house and do bad things. Oh! Okay, enough. We're just kidding. Okay, here's your parents and said, don't even do that. Don't do that, okay? But why? Why all the extra steps?
Maybe it's because I've seen Arrested Development. There's like a runner through the, whatever season it is, where J. Walter Weatherman is the friend of the family with one arm, and the dad uses him to teach the kids lessons. He's a one-armed man, so his arm flies off, and it's like, that's why you always leave a note.
Right. And then blood splatters and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think that this is an Arrested Development family.
It starts off so great, though. I don't know. There's part of me that just loves this family, thinks it's amazing.
Oh, God, it's child abuse to me. If this was someone who did this to your kid, let's say you've got a 6-year-old, and then someone decided that they were going to teach your kid a lesson, I think that you would have some very serious interactions with them.
Yeah, you'd pull up in a van next to them.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
So, that I think is to me, it just blows my mind that this is actually considered acceptable behavior for these people. Where did they come up with the idea for this?
Here's the thing. The kid has been taken into custody, where potentially he could end up in the foster system, so he would end up being taken care of by strangers.
Oh, what an unbelievable irony.